If you are a construction worker, you work in logistics, and you arrive at the job without your helmet and without your safety shoes, they send you home to get them. In some cases, you'll be fired on spot because the employer will tell you plainly, this is construction. This is a dangerous job, so you need to carry your safety shoes and your helmet. I don't want to see anyone here without a helmet nor safety shoes. Okay? That's what any employer in construction would tell you. If you are a doctor and you're working in a hospital, or if you're a surgeon, you need to wear your gloves. Without your gloves, you're not allowed to perform a surgery. Because you may be affected by what's in the body of the one you are cutting into, or you may affect them. So, for everyone's safety, you need to wear gloves. If you belong to the military police and there's a riot going on, you need to carry your armor when you're at the job. You can't come to your job. Let's say there's a riot in Paris. You belong to the French riot police, and you arrive there in your jeans and in your small T-shirt. Your colleagues going to look at you and think, Patrick, your name is Patrick. You want to die today? If you stand like that and the crowd is raging, what do you think is going to happen when they are throwing rocks, where they're throwing fireworks? You don't even have a shield with you. I hope you get what I've explained here with these parables. Now, what if you have someone that sees the riot police operating, but he is angry that they're carrying their armor? He says he's intimidated by their armor. They shouldn't carry an armor like that. Who do you think they are? They should be just like everyone else. Others will hear it may say onto that individual, you're not in your right mind, because they are the riot police at the moment. They need to deal with those rioters, and those rioters will destroy anything and anyone in their way. Without an armor, they're finished. So how come you're offended at them carrying their armor? Or if you're working in construction or some other field in logistics, and the customer who hired you is upset that you're wearing a helmet, that you're wearing your gloves and your safety shoes, would you stay on that job, or would you quit that assignment and look for another one? I would tell you to quit that assignment and look for another one. Because anyone that works in construction needs to wear their safety suit. Is it a suit or okay? They need to wear their safety uniform. If you're a firefighter and you have to go out there to rescue people from the fire, you need to have your uniform on to protect yourself from the heat. If you're a firefighter, people are upset that you're carrying your uniform while you're operating as a firefighter, they're not in their right mind, or they have a malicious intent. So now I'm going to bring to the spiritual. Why would anyone be upset with you when you align yourself with Christ and operate in His power? Why would anyone be against that? If you were performing voodoo on other people to harm people, okay, I could understand people would be against that. Or if you joined some hate cult just to be relieved, I could understand people are against that. Or if you join some pagan church, some Babylon church with a pagan pastor that teaches a false gospel, I can understand people are upset with that. But for you to align yourself with Christ, that means you agree with Him. And now you operate in that power and you enforce that peace around you. Why would anyone be upset with you for doing that? I'm telling you who's upset with you for doing that. Evil spirits are. Because they want to keep the human population in the negative, in a state of anxiety. And not only that, cowards don't want you to do that. Because they want to get away with anything, anytime they want. But when you walk in the power and you enforce the peace of Christ around you, that peace is superior to any demon they may cling on to. That peace of Christ is superior to any type of violence that exists in the whole universe. That means heaven and earth. So, cowards don't want you to operate in that power. They will discourage you as much as possible from operating in that power. Either by claiming that Christ never existed, or to claim he was just a good man, or to tell you that you may have to do it on your own because Christ did enough. They'll come with all kinds of BS just to hinder you from walking in the power. But that's really it. Evil spirits and cowards don't want you to walk in the power, because they are predators that want to be able to exploit anyone around them without anyone policing them nor holding them to an account. They especially don't want someone to sentence them and enforce repercussions on them. And you're able to enforce repercussions on cowards and evil spirits. That's why cowards will fight you when you operate in the power. A man, for example, that's hitting his wife and screaming at his kids and was acting out of line. If you walk in the power and you live nearby that guy will develop something against you. And he will begin to gossip about you behind your back. He will try to put you in negative daylight, so that you're charged with negativity, so that you are occupied with fighting all the negativity that comes against you. Why? Because when you're distracted by all the negativity against you, because all those rumors, those negative wills against you, you won't be able to see what he's doing. Because once you see what he's doing, and you're in agreement with Christ, you take actions against it in the spirit, he's finished. He doesn't want that. Or maybe you have a wife or girlfriends who is permitting her husband or boyfriend, her male partner, to abuse the kids because she's narcissistic. She just wants relief at all costs. And the people around her know what's going on, but they don't want to intervene, just want to be left alone. But then you arrive at community. And one of the people, in this case one of the kids who was affected by it, talks to you about it, and you pray for that kid. What's going to happen? You pray in line with Christ, so the whole community will tolerate this. This grace is dealt with in their private homes, in their bedrooms, in their bathrooms, in their living rooms, at the cafe, at church, wherever they are, repercussions are haunting them because you've prayed. So those people don't want you around. Why? Because they don't want their will to be challenged. You understand now why I gave you all those examples in the beginning of this video? Nobody would become upset with a firefighter that carries his uniform is about to rescue someone from the fire. Nobody becomes upset with a riot police or military police when they are out there to hinder the violence of rioters. Nobody is blaming the surgeon or the medical professional that wears his uniform and his gloves when dealing with patients. Because people know you need to do it. Then why is it that people become upset with you when you walk in the power of Christ? It's because they don't want to be challenged. They don't want to be held accountable, and they don't want repercussions on them. They want to will whatever they will for free, in the sense that there's no consequences, and everyone else, including the Most High, has to put up with it, and then they need to shut up and leave them alone. That's how cowards are. It's not going to happen. Even in this world, the pagan governments that rule over mankind don't tolerate that. Yet, they expect you as a believer to take it. Not going to happen. That's why you have this mind your own business attitude in the world, which is to enable predators to devour at ease, because people have to mind their own business and nobody should intervene, and well, everyone should just allow things to happen. That's where the concept of respect comes in. You need to respect the will of the community to be left alone. So if there's evil going on, you don't mention it, and especially don't pray about it, and especially don't enforce repercussions by decreeing it on the community and the perpetrators. The world may forgive you for going on the street to protest against the injustice. They may forgive you for becoming insane because you're so angry at injustice. We'll forgive you all of that. All those coping mechanisms, of which most are self-destructive, will forgive you for it. But the world will not forgive you when you demand justice and when you operate in justice. They will not forgive you when you walk by faith and therefore enforce repercussions and consequences on the community. Because the predators and perpetrators are enabled by the community. And especially they will especially not take the humiliation of you being well without their validation. They won't take it. If a lot of folks said about you that nothing good will come from you, or you're just a loser, you're a nobody, they want you to give up everything to become nothing so that they can feel something. That's what they want. And the moment you refuse this yoke, you refuse this spell, and you are successful here on earth in the here and now, and your influence exceeds theirs, once that happens, their pride is humiliated. You didn't do that, they caused it by holding on to those wrong expectations. Instead of them examining their own expectations and repent, they'll hold on to their negative expectations or their pride, and they'll charge you with their negativity. Now they become rabid against you. Now they become like dogs with scum, with foam coming out of their mouths. They become obsessed. We wanted to bring you down. Why? Because their will is invalidated, and they have no way to turn. There's no way to escape your influence and impact of your influence, and therefore the devalidation of their own expectations. But you know what? You need to walk by faith anyway. Only a coward or only a malignant narcissist would have something against you walking in the power of Christ. Only someone who wants you sick and to die before your time would be against you decreeing health and wealth on your own behalf. Only someone who wants you to be disposable at all costs would be against you decreeing and decreeing biblical wealth and material and financial prosperity on your own behalf. Christ said, I came so that you would have life and life more abundant. In the here and now, not after you die and you so-called go to heaven. Heaven is not our home, the earth is our home. We're designed for the earth. There are those who do want you to be prosperous in the material just to haunt you. Those are thieves. But overall, as I mentioned before, world people don't want you to be prosperous. Because once you're prosperous, you begin to operate in that prosperity. They need to deal with whatever comes with that prosperity. And world people are all centered around having control. So once you're prosperous, you can't have control. So in fact, when it comes down to it, most of them, I'm saying 95% of them don't want you to be prosperous. They may say it, they may wish you what they say, good luck, good fortune, but when it comes down to it, they don't want it. You have to be in the same condition as theirs or worse, but to be in a better condition. Instead of them being inspired and also looking for better, they'll turn on you. Well, this is it for this video. Again, keep agreeing with Christ and be at peace.